Hey guys, it's Monday night, the night of the first day of chemo, and by all accounts, everything went really well today. If you're just stopping by, my name's Michelle, and I have breast cancer, and I've been sharing my journey here on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Today is Monday, October 13th, and it was my first day of chemo, and I was there for the entire day, 8 o'clock until about 4-ish, undergoing 2 different chemo meds as well as 2 different immunotherapy targeted meds for the specific type of cancer that I have. I do have to go back tomorrow for 1 shot in the afternoon. Just because of the way that the insurance broke down, it's a particular thing I wasn't able to do today that I have to go back for tomorrow. It is what it is. So today went really well. Honestly, the worst part of today was wearing the cold cap. It was so tight on my head. It was not even about the temperature. The temperature was cold, and if you are a cold person, it might be more of a problem. I happen to be a very hot person, so it actually kind of felt nice. I mean, it was a little chilly, but it was fine. Not intolerable, but it had to be very tightly secured to my head in order for the cold to penetrate into the follicles where it could really make a difference. So it was so tight for most of the day, and it just like it was putting pressure really up here. And it was kind of like pushing my face down. I'll insert a little picture of what I looked like wearing this silly thing. I looked like a pilot. I looked like a roller derby girl. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all, but it is what it is. But about halfway through the day, I did ask the girl if she could loosen it up a little bit. And she did. She was able to make a small adjustment, and it made it better. It still wasn't great, but it was definitely better. So, but now I know what I'm in for next time, because this has to be every time. And I do wear the cold cap for the entire duration of the treatment, almost the entire duration, like minus maybe about a half hour at the end. But yeah, it was on all day. So that was a bit of a process to even get that set up. They had to soak my hair wet, and then because that again keeps the cold in, it keeps everything secure. So they probably took about 15 minutes between 2 of the different nurses to spray my hair and get my hair soaking wet. And then there's a liner. It's the insulated liner. So there's actually like a fluid that goes into there. It's kind of, we're saying it's kind of a little bit of like an antifreeze, where it stays cold but it doesn't freeze. And that's the part that actually treats the follicles. And then on top of that is this black, secured cap. There's a little chin strap that keeps everything in place. And then it's connected via a tube to a full machine that looks like a portable air conditioning machine. Portable air conditioner. So, and then I didn't even realize how loud that was until the part of the day where she removed everything and turned the machine off, and the room went silent, and it was so nice. So it was a little loud. But, I mean, I guess you get used to it, because like I said, I didn't realize it. And then I was a little bit lightheaded at a couple of points, like later in the day, but I really think that it had to do with that cap, just the constant tight pressure just on my head. But it wasn't, and it went away, within maybe a half hour, an hour of the cap being removed. So I was able to walk. I was able to get up several times throughout the day and go to the bathroom. But really, I was mostly in the chair for the entire day. I have learned that I need to bring some pillows with me, which I did not bring today. I need to remember to bring my phone charger, which I did not bring today. Luckily, they had a bunch of them on hand, so I was able to, didn't even think about that until later in the day, so I was able to get a little bit of juice on my phone. But yeah, it went really well. I don't really feel nauseous or anything. I don't feel any real adverse side effects. In fact, I came home and cooked dinner, so I was told I did really good today, that I was a good girl, but yet still I didn't get a lollipop somehow. I don't know why. Maybe next time. But as I understand, the day after can be a different story, because today, as part of the treatment, I also got an IV anti-nausea drugs. I do have some 2 different scripts of anti-nausea. One that is a similar compound to what they gave me in the IV, another one that is different. So what I have to do tomorrow is if I start to feel nauseous, I have to take the opposite one first. So I have to basically alternate the meds, so I'm not stacking the two similar meds on top of each other. So we will see what tomorrow brings once this IV anti-nausea starts to wear off. I do still have to take the steroids tomorrow. I had to take them twice today. I also took my melatonin today, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow because I have to take the steroids twice tomorrow, and then hopefully I can sleep. So, I guess the moral of the story is today wasn't that bad. But we'll see what happens going forward. Like I said, tomorrow might be a little bit different, and from what I've been told, and by all accounts, it is cumulative. So once I have my next treatment, it's possible that this might be a different story. But I will keep you posted. I will certainly my next treatment is not for 3 weeks, so November 3rd is my next treatment. But I do have the shot tomorrow, and I'm not going to fall off the face of the earth for 3 weeks. You're going to see me a bunch, whether you want to or not. Sorry, just how it is. Anyway, yeah, so my brother and his wife were there with me. Brother Tom and his wife Nancy were there with me all day today, which was great. They ran out and got me lunch at one point. They were able to get up and walk around. They were able to go outside, get some air. And they came back and they helped me out a lot. And then came home and I got a new coffee maker out of the whole shenanigans. So I can't complain. All in all, it was a good day. It was a good day for chemo. And again, everyone's generosity is incredibly overwhelming and is really going to help me get through this. So thank you so much. Have a good night, guys.